Hello, once again, welcome back to my channel. Security After Hours with Richard and Oreo. Oreo, who is snuggled away in my backpack because it is -2 Celsius in the Sarnia-Lambton area at this hour. Tomorrow's weather forecast, a high of 14, 67 degrees Fahrenheit. In the Sarnia-Lambton area, with a chance scattered sun and clouds with a chance of showers. Today's weather forecast, partly sunny, cloudy, with a high of 11, 62 degrees Fahrenheit. I usually do my do my talks sometimes from the south part of Kashmir, which is where I'm at most of the time. But this morning, I'm going to take my focus out a little bit, just more closer to north of the railroad tracks and on Amjunk First Nation. And whenever something comes up, whenever something bothers me, I find comfort in this. Okay, like talking to you, and it helps me. It's kind of like you as the public is keeping me company while I do this, and it's lonely, but it's a lot of fun to do volunteer security and to do something that you can volunteer for and not really have to worry about the paycheck, kind of a thing. So I wanted to say that if someone is an issue to me, I'm going to focus on them, pretty much, from now on. And as you have seen, it's happened every now and then, where someone has to become an issue. And I have to mention something so that they know who I'm talking about. But anyways, I'm taking the focus tonight off of my reserve, because my reserve is an awesome reserve, and it's not always people around me that can be a nuisance or be good, or or trouble me. I have a troubled past. Did a lot of things in my past I'm not proud of. Okay, and I work through things, and my reserve and this is my family here. They're my cousins. There's a lot of them that I don't agree with, but they're still my family, they're still my cousins. This is still my home. And so my family and my reserve know about my past, know about things, about my criminal record, all the times I've gone to jail, everything. So there's nothing hidden here. Actually, some members of my of my community are involved with my past, and so when someone is talking about me, they're also talking about my family and talking about others in my community as well. So anyways, what the focus is tonight is my stalker. I have a stalker. She is what I'll just call her Miss X. Miss X, who is an ex-girlfriend of mine from Toronto, Ontario. I lived in Toronto, Ontario when I was in my early 40s, because I was homeless for a while. I had no home, and I spent a lot of time roaming around, and Toronto was one of the places that the key places that I always had to stop at. So I ended up making Toronto my home, and I lived in a shelter there, Native Men's Residence, and blessed the place because they are a very wonderful organization, and a lot of wonderful staff there. They really help people out. So anyways, what is happening is this person is unable to get over me, apparently. And what I mean by that is, even though I don't have any contact with her, I don't even remember too much of anyways, what I want to I'm not going to talk about what I remember and what I don't remember. What I want to talk about, though. Well, actually, I will talk about what I remember and stuff like that. I'm going to share a lot of stuff with you because obviously she is a little jealous that I'm not. I'm doing well, right? I'm at home. I have no use for her. I left her. I walked out on the door on this woman in September of 2012. But anyways, I want to go back into my Toronto history a little bit. So I was still a criminal, still drinking, still using alcohol, still trying to get sober. And I met her at an AA meeting. And so this woman, she's a white woman. And she's one of Toronto's biggest Karens. She likes to call the police on people. Miss X has been a part of the Toronto Native community for a number of years now. And she pretends that she's Native. She's also one of Toronto's biggest pretendians. By pretendians, I mean people that like to pretend that they are Indians, or so you put the two words together, pretendians. Pretend you're Indian, pretendians. So some people still see First Nation people as Indians, so it's to happen, right? But anyways, she's a pretendian. She dyes her hair black. I'm not sure what color her hair is now. She is unable to accept herself for the way she is. She likes to hide behind a mental illness and use the mental illness as an excuse. She has a brain damage from a car accident. She uses that as an excuse. And as I explained in some of my videos, you can't use mental illness as an excuse anymore. There are different levels of mental illness. And the population on this earth has a very large percentage of mentally ill people at one stage or another. So anyways, she's claims to be, well, I guess she's brain damaged from a car accident. But anyways, that's not, that gives her no excuse for a lot of the stuff that she does. So she's a white woman. She's actually a blonde white woman, but she continuously changes her hair color. When I was with her, she kept on asking me a lot, but for my opinion, like her hair color. She even dyes her hair. I told her that one time that she didn't look Native because she still had blonde eyebrows and she had black hair, which looked ridiculous. And so this is what she did. She's rich, okay? She gets $70,000 in her bank account every when I was with her, she sent me with the bank card. She trusted me with the bank card, but she had a $500 limit on it. But she would trust me with this bank card and go get money out of the bank account. She lives at the Yonge and St. Clair area of Toronto, and she is a rich person. She lives in a condominium, which attracted me to her because well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I like white women, right? But I also love my own kind, Native women. But I got into a lot of relationships with white women, right? And she was what attracted me to her in the first place was her blue eyes and her blonde hair. So, anyways, I'm not sure who her current boyfriend is, but she likes older Native men, and she likes to focus on the men at the Native men's residence who are down and out with no money and still addicted to alcohol and all sorts. And she plays herself off as a counselor, a person that means well. She's an asshole in sheep's clothing, is what she is. And she likes to bring home the men from the streets of Toronto. She frequents areas where drunk, down and out men, Native men, will frequent. So that's why she would frequent the whole area. Like, she likes to focus on Queen area, the Queen and Spadina area, Queen Bathurst area, which has a lot of alcoholic native people. But anyways, she likes to bring these native men home and control them. And she uses sexuality to do this. She is a very good-looking woman, but she's very poisoned. You would not want to get involved with her. And I made that mistake because I was a lot younger, in my early 40s. I was still using alcohol. I was still addicted. Excuse me, my thumbs are freezing. And well, anyways, I'm trying to figure how I'm going to do this. I'll have to set the camera down when I get up to closer to the band office. But anyways, yeah, she is a real she is a real handful, and she's a real manipulative person. She goes to a lot of events in the Toronto Native community, and she likes to tell people that she's Mohawk, Haudenosaunee, and she likes to tell people she's Siberian Inuit, and she likes to use the word Mi'kmaq a lot, that she's Mi'kmaq, but she's not any of these things, folks. She still she has a weird relationship with a couple of members of her family, and this is why I left her. And I I saw a lot of that in my life, and I don't want to be with somebody like that. That's gonna, it's just continuously, she continuously lies, lie about this, lie about that. And because she's a white woman, she's got a lot of backup. And because she uses her ass a lot, she has a lot of native men that back her play, willing to stick up for her. I was one of them. You know what? I was willing to fight for her, willing to die for her, everything. That's how much she played on me, and my vulnerability not to, I was looking for easy sex, which she is. I was looking for somebody younger, which she was 16 years younger. She was age 28 at the time, and I was in my mid 40s. And well, yeah, I would say about 43, 44. I was at the time. So I moved in with her, and excuse me. And the sexuality, all the games and head games and the fighting, it all started right away. So that's always, because I'm not a perfect person, right? So I had an addiction for easygoing women that I could just easily get into bed with. And she was one of them. And as far as I know, that's how she is today. I hate to say a lot of the things that I need to say, but she leaves me no choice. So anyways, every once in a while, I blocked her everything, and I have very limited contact with. She still tries to. She seems to find her way into my. Still finds her way into my account once in a while, and so every year. Well, I haven't heard from her in a while. A year and a half. She hasn't. She tried to sabotage my YouTube channel as soon as I opened it. But anyways, she also came under a different name, and she used a photograph yesterday. Not a photograph, yeah, a photograph that she took of my artwork, and she was able to find her way into my account that way, and try to post shit and try to sabotage my Facebook again. So this is 14 years after I met her. This is 12 years after I left her. And this asshole cannot get over me. This little asshole still pretends that she is native. This little asshole still goes for rides with Michael and gets her mother Mary to buy her groceries for her. So that's all I'm going to tell you anyways about that. She's just a little asshole, and I won't publicly name her. So what I'm going to do right now is, I know she's watching all my videos, So, Miss X, I want her to know that I am going to publicly name who the hell she is, and I'm going to do a whole documentary on just her alone if she doesn't cease and desist and get a life of her own and stay out of mind and stop trying to sabotage things, stop trying to fuck things up, because you're a fuck up, right, when you do stuff like that. And she's really showing me what a fuck up can be. I got with her, she's nothing but pure anger, pure temper. So this got us, I was with her for 2 years. I met her in, when I was inside the Native men's residence, the shelter. I met her there. She brought me home with her from there and lured me back to her place. Well, she, not really lured, but she offered free sex, free place to live for, you know, and she was rich. She gave herself, she pushed herself off as a rich, really had it together woman. And so that was what attracted me to her. She had lots of pets, lots of animals, lots of cats. Like, the weird part about it is she had all these cats, and she had all these cats, okay? 5 of them when I left. She loved cats. And there was like 3 litter boxes. And I took care of all these cats and animals because she had so many animals. She needed me around to take care of these pets. So I don't know, whoever her latest boyfriend is, that's who takes care of the animals and walks her dogs and whatever else. So yeah, like she was really easy sex, so that's why I was into that sort of stuff, like finding women that were easily to get into bed with and that sort of thing. I was still addicted to a lot, addicted to relationships, and she would not accept herself as a white person. Her parents are white, both her grandparents are white, everyone in her family is white. You ask anybody in her family if she's native, like she's the one of the biggest pretendians in Toronto, and hides herself in the Toronto Native community. She says she paid for a course, a shaman course, how to be a shaman or whatever. She became a shaman. $250 it costed her. She took this course, and after that, according to that course, she was a qualified shaman. She got a certificate and everything to say that she was a shaman. And so really manipulative. So this is what makes her a medicine woman. So she's telling people that she's a medicine woman because she took this course, right? And she's a white woman, okay? She's a white woman, but she loves to dye her hair to make herself look native. I know she's got some piercings and stuff like that. I don't focus on her that much anymore. But, so anyways, if she continues to, I walked out on her, okay? I walked out on her because I was tired of the arguing, she was always punching me, kicking me, hitting me. And if I did anything back to her, she likes to call the police on people. She is a very bad person for that. If she's got something on you, she will use it against you. She'll call the police on people. She'll make up stories. She's got 2 or 3 filing cabinets on her ex-boyfriends. Court orders, probation orders, bail copies, everything that you can think of recorded on men. Because she's got nothing better to do but start trouble for people, cause trouble for people. She sits in her condominium. She used to sit there and giggle and laugh about how much shit she was causing people in the community, calling the Children's Aid on women in the Native community, and laughing about it. And how she manipulated men and screwed around with other people's husbands and boyfriends in the Toronto Native community. She would sit back and laugh about that. And she used to like what she used to call stir up the pot a little bit. Stir up the pot. She likes to stir up the pot, stir up shit, cause trouble, because she's a real fucking loser. Okay, Miss X hides in the Toronto Native community, still posing as a Mi'kmaq medicine woman, and she'll sell her fake jewelry. Goes down to Artons, still goes back and forth to Artons with her little bags and her, and her chunky little waddle. She's getting a little bit off-sided, I guess, nowadays. I just like to call it that, because she can be a good-looking woman, obviously, because she's still attracting lots and lots of men. And whoever she's with right now, she really think about what you're getting into, because you're not really her boyfriend, you're not really her man. You're just in line. You're just next in line. That's all you are to her. You're just next in line. It's just your turn now. That's all it is. It's only your turn. Somebody else will take your place soon. I don't know how soon or when it's going to happen, but somebody else will take your place, because when she gets tired of you, she'll move on to something else. And right now, Native men are her, especially down and out Native men that don't have money, addicted to alcohol, drugs. This is what she likes to focus on and pretend that she's helping. She pretends that she's helping you, but meanwhile, she likes to control Native men with her money. She's, of course, a millionaire, right? Like, as I told you, she receives $70,000 in her bank account every three months. As far as I know, she's still living at the Yonge and St. Clair area. Everything's at the touch of a bank card. Plenty of money, bags of money, and this is what men are attracted to. And once you become a part of that web, once you become a part of her condominium up there, walking her dogs and her cleaning out her cat litter boxes, cleaning out the bird cages, you'll start to realize that you're only an object to her. Like, you don't really mean anything. Okay, so the sex is not worth it. I guess it's all right. Like, but she's I guess it's all right if you're a real sexual person, because she does I know she does pretty much what you want if you're into that sort of thing. Being with a person that quick and want to focus on a lot of sexual intimacy right away, she'll give you all that. But once, like I said, once you become attracted to her, you will know, right? You will find out, and you find out the hard way. So I just wanted to talk about her a little bit, because she came into my life again yesterday via a name called the Facebook name that she started out was Gotcha. So right away I knew who it was by her using that word. She's gone by she likes to change her native name around a lot to different names. Once people catch on to her, she'll change her name again. When I was with her, she used the name something like Tiem or Diem, and I don't know what, still to this day I don't know what the hell that means. She said it was Mi'kmaq, and she used a name called she called herself Men's Cum. I don't know what that means either. So these are supposed to be native names anyways. So pretty much this is since Miss X is still focusing on me, she never had me, okay? She's focusing on something she's lost. Obviously she lost something good, a good person. And while she's a piece of shit, piece of garbage, I only use those words, pieces of shit, pieces of garbage, when I really have a lot of hatred and a lot of anger for somebody. If somebody's really fucked me right over, somebody's really pissed me right off, you'll get these are the labels you're going to get. And she's earned that label. Even though she's still living in Toronto, and I'm here at Amjanung on my reserve, doing my own thing. And I'm doing my own thing. I hope I didn't lose some of my story here on because I realized I had my finger over the microphone, it looked like. But anyways, excuse me. So I'm here at home. She wishes she was part of a reserve. She likes to pretending that she's a part of a reserve, but it's not going to happen. No matter how much she dyes her hair, no matter how many times she pierces her nose, her ass, her clit, whatever, she has a piercing on her clit. Whatever kind of piercing she has, it's not going to make her native. It doesn't matter, okay, what color anything is. Oh, I just burnt my light out. So anyways, I'm going to get under a light here and talk to you a little bit, because my flashlight just burned out. So anyways, yeah, she'll pretend that she's native and go to all these ceremonies. She attends a lot of ceremonies to pick up men. She likes to pick up a lot of younger men now, as far as I know. So as far as I know, she's also a cougar. She's probably in her 40s now. She's 16 years younger than me. So yeah, I'd put her in her 40s. But anyways, I wanted to just say that if she keeps it up, I'm going to publish the story. I wrote my second manuscript book about her, and I'm going to publish it if she doesn't stop. Any of her bullshit, trying to manipulate things, trying to sabotage things, trying to, like, get a life, okay? Miss X, get a life. You are totally, I don't know, a total fuck up. That's all I can. You're still a fuck up. You're still going for little rides with Michael and carrying on your secret little relationship, and it's disgusting. Okay. So, anyways, again, I was going to say, yeah, she's been stalking me, watching my account, watching watching my YouTube channel now, I guess. And so as long as she stays out of my face, I don't want to see any more shit from her, hear any more bullshit from her. Otherwise, we're going to publish this book about her, and I'm going to bring a lot of members of the Toronto Native community to her front door at Yonge and St. Clair with lots of camera footage. And I'm going to show you what a pretendian looks like. So we'll just keep her silent and quiet for now, and she can go on manipulating people, being a pretendian in the Toronto Native community, and running back to her safety of security and the police at her beck and call at Yonge and St. Clair. Have a good day. The story of Miss X. We'll see how it goes.